All right, we are back at it again with another video. We have some pretty breaking news here. Disney is getting into the NFT space officially themselves, not via a third party, but launching their own app on Flowchain via Dapper Labs. So we have some pretty breaking news to cover today. You can see here, huge news. There's a new Dapper Labs project on Flow blockchain. Chase, collect, trade digital pins from your favorite Disney, Pixar, and Star Wars characters operated by Dapper Labs, an official licensee of Disney. And it says follow here, and they actually have an X account as well already, which we'll take a look at in just a second. It says Disney Pinnacle is a mobile-based application with early access, closed release for invited users. Official launch will follow soon thereafter on the Apple App Store, and then roll out for web browsers and the Google Play Store. A Dapper spokesperson said in an email. Disney does NFTs again in partnership with NBA Top Shot makers, Dapper Labs, and we'll get into that article in just a moment. But it says here to collect and trade pins, the feeling of going to Frontierland and Disneyland and meeting an absolute stranger who shares the fandom that you do for a particular IP or style of pin, and then having it for your first trade with them is one of the most exhilarating feelings, says Roham, one of the founders of Flowchain right there. And you can see basically these pins right here, a little bit more information on those. And they're akin to, they look kind of like platinum, golden moment style pins. You can see Star Wars, Pixar, and of course Mickey. So they'll have the animation studios, Pixar and Star Wars pins right there. So yeah, these will be pretty interesting. It's like gamified in real life. It looks like via this article that they're going to have them at theme parks. Now this is going to be pretty big here. Now Flowchain, Dapper Labs, again, these are some pretty credible people. They've been in the NFT space for a long time, established ERC 721 smart contract standard in the entire NFT space. It's one of the most utilized ones in the NFT space still to this day. They did CryptoKitties and of course launched on blockchain. Very reputable people in the space. And so, yeah, this goes on to show a little bit more about what to expect in this article. It says inspired by the physical pins that Disney sells at its theme parks and that fans collect trade, Disney Pinnacle will offer pin-inspired digital collectibles that are minted as NFTs on the Flow blockchain, the same network as NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day. And we've been talking a lot about Flowchain, guys. You guys have got to pay attention here, and we mentioned Flowchain quite a bit in the last, half year or so. And yeah, this is definitely, again, a very viable blockchain. Again, they have a lot of experience in the space. While Disney owns Marvel, the comic book IP wasn't mentioned in the announcement. As if Marvel is coming to the platform, they said not at launch. So it doesn't sound like a no. So it's possible that we could see Marvel pins and things like that. Again, I think they're just going to go with a different format here. I know people from Vivi that are like super excited about that platform only. I think this is just a different format. But again, I think this is where collectors are going to go in the future anyways. I don't think necessarily people are going to care so much about a platform or where these collectibles are. I think people that just love a brand and IP are just going to go to any platform that they resonate the most with, or maybe they resonate with all of them, which is kind of like akin to going into a toy shop and you're a big Batman fan. Of course, you're going to collect like all the different brands, like whether it's from Funko, Kid Robot, or, the actual black and white statues from DC themselves, or whatever, Sideshow. You're going to probably collect them all, right? You're not going to care too much. Now, it's up to these kind of platforms to really pivot and create a unique, basically value proposition for why their collectibles make sense and resonate with collectors and people that love the brand and IP. It's not up to the fans to really decide that. We're just out there voting with our dollars at the end of the day. So again, I think this is where mainstream's going to go in the digital world. It's going to mimic just what the toy industry already does. People just love to collect and love to buy things that resonate with them, and they enjoy fandoms, and they're not going to be like, oh, I'm only going to buy Funko and I hate all the rest of the other brands or platforms out there that sell toys. Like, that doesn't really make too much sense. But yeah, you do have like huge Funko collectors, right? But typically they collect everything. If you're into Funko, you're probably collecting a bunch of stuff. Disney Pinnacle was designed from the ground up for mobile, unlike Top Shot, which launched first. So this is going to be mobile native. So definitely going to be accessible for a lot of folks out there. Again, they're going Google Play and Apple the App Store. So that's going to be huge, and browser. So I think this is going to be highly accessible and probably pretty successful, because I think Disney themselves are going to actually promote this. And I don't know if they're going going to mention NFTs in their jargon, but they'll probably just call them digital collectibles. You probably won't even be able to tell it's minted on a blockchain. You probably won't have to be techie, is what it sounds like here. So it says, while there will be similarities with Dapper's other NFT platforms, they said it will feel well suited for smartphones and feature enhancements to its familiar format. So that's pretty interesting. Sounds like they are also making it maybe future proof in a sense where it can have future enhancements. It's an updated economy design, so it's better balanced between accessibility for the everyday fan as well as limited edition and super limited edition assets for some of the higher end collectors, he said. And it's access to the whole Disney universe under one roof. Wow, that's a pretty big statement right there. That's massive right there. So that's a pretty big quote, and that's like a TBD. We're gonna have to see what that looks like, but that could be very massive for collectors. So again, I think that this is going to be a success. Disney Pinnacle is opening up its waitlist today. So yeah, if you're not on over to Pinnacle, you want to go over to their website and actually sign up for their waitlist. You can do that right there. You can see a little bit more on the website. That's literally all they have displayed on their website. It says here that Dapper's VP of Business Development and Partnerships told Decrypt that she introduced Disney to Dapper Labs when she was partner at VC giant Andreessen Horowitz. She joined Dapper in 2021 and was able to unite the firms for this collaboration after making the original connection between them. So they've been developing this for a while, 2021, and at the speed that Flow and Dapper move at, they move very quickly in terms of development. They have account abstraction already available on Flow Chain, whereas Ethereum still has to adopt that model. It's coming, but Flow's been kind of out developing the actual Ethereum layer 1, and obviously it's way more scalable, as you know. Again, they're the OGs in the space and they know what they're doing in terms of tech side of things. So not really too surprised to see more brands moving to Flow Chain. They have NBA Top Shots, NFL All Day, UFC. Again, I've been talking about this, and a lot of people faded me on Flow and said, they had these old misconceptions about the old Flow and haven't been familiar and up to date what's been going on in Flow and the Flow universe. They've had a lot of updates in this past year, and you have to stay up to date by subscribing to this channel if you like the content, throwing a thumbs up if you enjoy. Dapper Labs is best known for dramatic mainstream success and be a Top Shot. Experience as the NFT market first took flight in 2021. This article goes on. And so, yeah, it just kind of talks about CryptoKitties and how that went, obviously that went parabolic. And Flow has been gradually decentralized over time, something to also notate. So not only are they super scalable, but they're more decentralized now. It says the Disney Pinnacle announcement comes amid recent signs of revival for the NFT market, which is true. The market's been picking up a little bit, and the market as well in crypto. It says when we launched our last suite of products, it was clear that NFTs were still sort of in the digital dial-up stage. In a sense, they're kind of products you had access and how portable and interoperable everything was. He said, we're excited about where the future of technology is going, how much better products are going to get in the coming years. So yeah, back then, like CryptoKitties, when he refers to that, he's talking about like back then when Ethereum got bogged down. Literally, it was bogged down. Gas was through the entire roof, and you basically couldn't buy NFTs on Ethereum. You couldn't do much on Ethereum because it was so bogged down back in the day from CryptoKitties. Like CryptoKitties bogged the entire Ethereum chain down, which is insane, right? And so they went off and just developed their own blockchain, and that's like literally the origin story of Flow and Dapper Labs, in case you didn't know. And of course now Ethereum's better, but it's still pretty clunky to some degree. It works. It's a working system. They have layer 2s now and things like that, as you guys know, Immutable X and what VV's on, and then Arbitrum, Polygon, and a bunch of other side chains and layer 2s out there that are on the Ethereum mainnet. So with that being said, what do you think this is going to impact VV, and all that good stuff? I'm curious what your thoughts are. Now, obviously if you know about Star Wars and about, Cryptoys as well, they have been dropping NFTs already on Flow Chain. Again, if you're a collector of Star Wars, you're probably going to like this cute guy, this cute Maul and things like that. You can see Obi-Wan and some of the IP. And then of course you have Mickey and friends themselves as well. I'm actually a big fan of Cryptoys, including being an ambassador at Cryptoys. So I enjoy what they are doing over there. The cute collectibles. The reason why is because that their story resonated with me as a dad, and I have girls, and Will, the founder of Cryptoys, has girls too, and that's kind of what inspired him to make this platform. So on a relatable level, really love the cute side of things. things and the unboxing as well. I can do these with my daughter and have a really exciting time. Of course, Vivi has the collectibles, digital collectibles as well on their platform, and of course they have a lot of other IP as well, but they have some of the Star Wars digital collectibles and golden moments on Vivi, and this was via Immutable X. So it's a little bit different from flow chain technology if you're wanting to split hairs. I mean, it's actually different technology for sure. Flow chain fully mints as NFT tokens, whereas Immutable X uses ZK rollups and proofs instead of fully minting them on chain, relying on kind of the rollups to roll up to the layer 1 to prove, and kind of a somewhat of a placeholder in that. Some people don't care. I don't think gamers will care. Collectors, I think the community will decide on that. Or if you're just like, a brand type person and you just don't care, then you're probably just going to go to any platform and collect anyway. So just whatever resonates with you the most, as I previously mentioned. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is this going to have an impact? I know people were talking about Omi token already on my post over there on X. I don't know, guys. That's going to be another video on the impact that it'll have on each platform. We'll get into that in a later video, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited about this? Are you going to collect? Now, this is going to be in their theme parks, and I think this is a very interesting dynamic, and there's a lot here to dissect. It's an updated economy, says this right here, economy design and all that good stuff. So I think there's a lot to look forward to with what Disney's going to do here. And if you're a fan of Disney, you like going to the parks, you like the IP, I think this is just a no-brainer for you to try to collect these, right? But yeah, subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch you in the next one.